Instead of playing house, I used to play home. At the age of 4, I never questioned the perfection of the woman in white that hung near my bed and beamed her approval with a face that mirrored my own. Striving to embody the framed bride, I tangled myself in lace, my face held a look of bliss and a smudge of mud. My parents reveled at their picturesque daughter, and they urged me, play on. 6 bright candles marked the onward march of time, and the gift, a kitchen set supplying plastic biscuits and everlasting eggs. My breakfast was best, and my mother could attest. As she sat at the table, knees knocking against the top, I made her family feasts, and she nodded, play on. I started a symphony at age 10, and the Beatles were my backup. Twist and shout down Penny Lane, 8 days a week, the world was my stage, and my parents' eyes were the spotlights, and their smiles the applause. The paths their eyes would wander as their palms would find each other, with fingertips lacing together, I knew love was a force worth singing about. Yet it was never a force to be trusted. 13 years old and the family frames are skewed. A foreboding forecast upon his shoulders. My father leads the family to the living room where we felt like dying, but my mother's eyes are pleading play on. The salty tsunami that crusaded my insides leaked from my eyes. Father fled to the door, and to the floor a family photo crashed. The glass shatters and scatters to the corners to find refuge in the dust and to be comforted by the skeletons within the closets nearby. I swear that even the plastic food of my kitchen set tasted better than my mother's best lasagna that night. Unraveling my hopes from the yards of white fabric, I watched my mother place her wedding photos one by one into a tattered box. It's funny the different shapes that a coffin can take. But forgiveness does not breathe when it's buried 6 feet under. As a child, I played home because my house fit no frame. The past of my parents may have smeared my wedding dress with dirt, but I refused to hang it in the closet with the skeletons. I pricked my fingers upon the shards of shattered family photos because someone had to pick up the pieces. Somebody had to play on. And I live to play on. And one day I will don a twisted mess of white lace and look my parents' ghost dead in the face. Because I was taught that when struggles scratch at your house's door, you play home, and you play on. Mud upon my dress, no blood on my hands. I stand with glass in between my toes, dancing upon lost love's graveyard, and I play on.